But I'm going to now give you Carly Pullen.
Hello. I've got a couple that I'm going to do that are very new. And I performed them on Sunday night on a stage like this. And I had lights on me and I couldn't see anyone's face. And it was really unnerving. And I was sort of like, oh, God, I didn't know how that went down. I'm sure I'll be able to tell on Wednesday when I perform them. But no, I still can't see anybody's face. So I hope you enjoy my new stuff that I'm very unsure about. This is a poem about taking a journey. Drawn out of body by a lover I meant to pass by. Stoking sensation, releasing the color inside. And with every shudder, escaping my chest in the night. I breathe out shades of myself that I long to hide. I wanted to reach in and explore you, prize apart your ego, but you took me by the tongue, whispered low through your teeth as you trapped me. I unloaded old desires, rushing out through stitches unpicked, stirring the atmosphere, the way your soft fingers stirred a whirling sigh from my abdomen. You draw me in, and I tag along. Tag myself on to your search party, your cause and mine invert. I seal your words in an envelope with a note reminding me of context for when I will someday compare notes with a friend or perhaps a later self. Remembering when poetry lay in late night felt words, remembering when content I lay sinking into folds of secondary bliss. Did my feelings seduce clarity from your speech? I knit and mold like molten glass your ideals to nestle with mine, smoothing the divide. We grew into one another. I buried myself with the slow motion force of roots splitting cracks in the concrete. I had to learn to miss you and look you in the eyes after I kiss you. You learned to let me work it out. Gave me patience when I love you turned to sand in my mouth. Even when the first time I froze was so long ago, and I know reassurance is not finite. The fear still returns every time. Woozy smoke unfurls, curls me into a treacle warm ball. Eyelids flutter. The night's closing words are stuttered from between lips parted just enough. I design our future encounters using your torso as a canvas. I still feel the need to savor you. Laughter at your sweet sleep-stained face as a tight smile closes your eyes. It bubbles into my throat and high resonance rings my skull. It escapes into our mutual space. My stomach joins in and sends waves to my chest. Spreads, love-filled limbs command space with helium weightlessness. I inhabit my body more completely for the shapes it has formed in your company. Thank you. Let me take this dangly thing off. This is a little one that I like to put into my sets because I don't often write kind of nice, happy, uplifting things. But I wrote this about my friend's little boy. Little wonder, bundled up in knitted jumper, tufty blonde halo, froggy wellies, dungarees, tiny sneeze. face pressed against the museum glass, leaving marks that punctuate the words you learned today. Gorilla, you exclaim, to every glass-fronted display, even and especially the ones in which we do not see the taxidermist's giant beast. Thank you. This is another new one. I'm a very sensitive person, and does anyone else sort of identify as like a crier? Like, I think it keeps me quite balanced, and it was something that I was berated a lot for as a child, and I grew up to have this horrible complex about it, but I'm really starting to accept it as something about myself, and I think performing poetry has really helped me to embrace that side of myself. So it's kind of about that. All the times I have claimed that you know just the way to hurt me, I have given you too much credit. You probe my sensitivity not consciously, not because you've known me all my life, but because you gave me my weaknesses. You created the spaces that your barbs reach effortlessly. Tender underbelly, soften slowly, grown as I have, muscle memory guides your aim. Sometimes when I cry, it's like my tears defy the times you warned me not to turn on the waterworks. Slow drip, guilt trip begins. You couldn't stand to slip on the trip hazards I left on your floors. These days I allow my fears to leak out. Raw and real, everything I feel bursts forth onto pages and into spaces filled with kind ears, engaging, validating my unruly emotion, my womanly sensitivity. Explodes to bounce around each corner of the room. It rules me and it fuels me, and it is everything good I see in me. Cool. Okay, I'm going to do one more. This is called What Is It About Men? And it takes its title from an Amy Winehouse song that I have kind of inserted bits of into it. And it's about my experience of being a woman and mental health and sexuality, and how those things are kind of hard to reconcile and balance out as I move through my life. Understand, once he was a family man, so surely I would never ever go through it firsthand. Emulate all the shit my mother hate. I can't help but demonstrate my Freudian fate. I listen to Amy Winehouse when I feel like I can't understand myself as a woman. When the nurturing urge burns its way out in the flame of my sexuality. My edges are too rough to fit into love's embrace, but I am still too soft to be held without love. And you see, the problem here is not that I can't separate sex from emotion. I can separate sex from reality. And my here and now is usually a where and when. A dissociative, soft focus distorts the frame of my mind. I am comfortable in my body, just not comfortably in my body. So in this divine right, the one time my body permits my mind the focus, fixation, plunge into sensation, I reach myself. I'm nurturing. I just want to do my thing. And I'll take the wrong man as naturally as I sing. And I'll save my tears for uncovering my fears. Behavioral patterns that stick over the years. Liberation spirals into intoxication, plaguing me with fantasy, knowingly, unhealthily, willing you to know me. It doesn't matter that attachment is not what I want. I can't choke the physical need. And I grasp at strings I believe can lace us together. I sicken at the suggestion that I yearn for your affection as if it exists in your erection. Like I am just another in an endless line of women who resign themselves with shame to the notion that to gain a man's attention is to open up the kingdom. I don't want to be only as strong as the arms that hold me. So I am cursing at the sky with every minute of the day that your name rings in my mind. Your skin tastes bitter the next time we lie down. I feel as if by writing about this I have romanticized it. Am I trying to reverse engineer love? It's bricked up in my head and shoved under my bed, and I question myself again. What is it about men? Now my destructive side has grown a mile wide, and I question myself again. What is it about men? What is it about men? Thank you very much. Thank you.
Can we just quickly make some more noise for Carly before she's done?